So, from our Knowledge Cafe and from all of our discussions on our journey so far, we decided that one of the best ways for us to move forward is with two different streams. The one stream is going to be about capturing the narratives and the stories from the Aboriginal community. So their perspective about how HIV and AIDS is affecting them personally, how it's in fact affecting them as a community, in groups, or at a larger level. And the narratives and stories are going to come in different forms, but they're going to be really important in contextualizing the different ways that HIV affects people on and off reserve, whether or not they're Métis or First Nations, whether or not they're gay or lesbian or identify as two-spirit, whether they're youth or if they're older, and really setting a context for how it affects different people at different times. And then the other stream that we're really focusing on is building up a community of practice, and that's just helping to build the relationships along the way and making sure that we support the people that are involved in this collaborative journey and supporting their individual needs. So that's going to be important as we move forward as well. So, for our research methods, we're kicking off today. So you guys are really an important part of our journey, as today we're kicking off capturing some of those stories and at the conference here. And this is going to be our first start to identifying that community-based perspective. So I'd like to thank everybody here for being involved in our journey today. And then also out of today, we're hoping to identify some field researchers, people that are interested in going out and getting stories from their own communities, from people that are affected by HIV or AIDS, or just the community's perspective on this health issue. So as I've already outlined a little bit, we're hoping to get a variety of different perspectives from a variety of different people. So from youth and how they view HIV or sexual health, and how that affects their communities, or how they feel it is to go and get tested, or whether or not they have access to the information that they need. The differences of on and off reserve, and having discussions about HIV and AIDS. And so we're really hoping to involve as many people and get as many stories as we can from a diverse amount of perspectives.
Some cultures there may be more than two genders, and there likely is. Some there's 8, and intersexuals could be any of those in between male and female, and they identify with many different genders.
But yeah, that definitely shows that it's important for the communities to understand that there are those diverse perspectives, and it's really important for us to support those needs in any way that we can, and not have that stigma and discrimination if somebody identifies as any one of those. So today we're going to utilize storytelling as a means to share stories and interpret the way that HIV and AIDS is understood as individuals or as communities. And later on, we're going to use different methods of capturing stories, like photo voice and digital narratives. Digital narratives are just basically, you can send the community out with a videotape or a camera, and they can take pictures of what HIV and AIDS means to them. And then along with that, there's a recorded story that's attached to that. So it's a means to represent the community-based perspective in a new way. So we're moving forward. That's going to be one of the methods we're using. And then, as I mentioned today, we're also going to give the opportunity, if anybody wants to be involved as a field researcher, to speak to. Oh, there you go. Got a hand. Woo! Give everybody the opportunity, if they want, to go out and start collecting some of those stories. Alright, so I hope that gave you guys a little bit of an idea about what Shining Mountains and Red Deer College and Alberta Health Services are looking to do. Does anybody have any questions so far? Yeah, we're mainly working in the central Alberta area. Well, I wouldn't say that because, like, we have two of our members on our collaborative team are from outside of the central Alberta area, and I think it is important, especially since people are so mobile. You know, it's not important. I don't think we should limit it. If we do get some of those perspectives, I think they're going to be really valuable to the information that we can give back to the community. Huh? Okay. So what we're going to do next is actually move into, I think we're going to move into one TV, just because there's a smaller group of us. And we're going to just start a sharing circle. I think